Hold on. Is it just gonna do it as a separate one? It probably will. You're annoying. I hate everything and all things all the time. You bet, yeah. Okay, so this is the one good thing about Twitch is that if your stream dies, you can just refresh it and then you're fine. Because you can only have one stream going at a time. But for YouTube, it's like, no, you gotta create a whole new stream. No continuing the old one. We don't do that here. Oh my god. Okay. Well, Biggs, at least you're back. So, both of these are solid. This is also very good. Although you could swap these, you get probably more usage out of Killshot. And maybe slightly less out of Ares, but I guess it depends on just like what you want to do. Like, if I'm being honest, if your typical match is just to immediately go with Killshot and then just try to, survive as long as you can, and then Ares is sort of like later in the roster, like maybe if you die with Killshot, then you spawn in with like Orion, then maybe if you die with Orion, you spawn with like Zephyr. If Ares is like the third or later mech that you normally spawn into, just put the disc launchers on Killshot. You probably do better that way. EM16, almost duplicated EM16. That's pretty cool. Panther with rocket mortars. It's kind of a waste of Panther's potential, but at the same time, like, otherwise you're just upgrading a completely different mech and you don't even have Panther in there, so I guess, like, you may as well. Killshot is just for first. Yeah, no, I noticed that you normally use Killshot first, but if your style is to typically just, like, kind of kamikaze your Killshot and then spawn in with something afterward, then sure. But, like I was saying, like, if you typically start with Killshot and then you quite often last quite a while, then just put the disc launchers on, because then you'll last even longer, you'll probably get more kills, you'll be more useful, and, your Ares that you rarely end up spawning will be a little bit worse, but who even cares at that point? No good weapon for Panther, yeah, that's fair. And then after you max like certain medium mechs, you could also just throw the rocket mortars on there. So it's like I was saying, it's not an awful idea. It's just not completely optimal. If you want to use mortars, then it's like you may as well just put it on Panther. Um, 311. Should I focus on Orion shotgun? Oh my gosh, did you see my short for shotgun Orion? I have to know if this is where this came from. I have to know where this originated, because that was an experience, and honestly it was kind of amazing. It was an amazing experience. You're after Rick once. Who is Rick and why are you after him? Darth Taker, hello, sorry. Didn't say anything earlier. Just wondering what to do with Ares. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll get to you in a second. I'm using Panther, then I'm on my last mech. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Panther's a great mech, right? And if you want to use mortars, then you may as well throw them on Panther, because otherwise you'd have to upgrade a different heavy mech to end up with the same amount of energy and your resources, just so that you're not wasting your Panther. But at the same time, Panther would probably be more useful than like a Paragon or whatever else that you'd upgrade to put the mortars on, so you may as well just keep it. Not arguing that. Okay, Missile Rat Killshot is always solid. Arc Torrent Stalker is very good, as is Disc Launcher Panther. Once you max your Panther, then I don't know, hopefully you get like the EM rifle or something, because you don't have any snipers. So hopefully you get like a sniper weapon, or maybe you just buy railgun, who knows. But yeah, once you max your Stalker, I definitely recommend putting the disc launchers on it. That would be very, very good. Graviton Beam Guardian is one of my favorite Graviton Beam builds. It's really nice. I would honestly highly recommend you continue upgrading both those Graviton Beams. I mean, or at least just the 16, I suppose. And then the Shotgun Orion is very fun. I don't use mortars, it's better this way. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Gecko. That's actually part of the reason that I'm doing a Hangar review, is because otherwise, like I was telling Sentry when I just started, like it's the camera, since the camera is like on the side, like right here, then I'd have to hold it like at a weird angle for it to actually not see me just like off to the side like this the whole time. We need a Happy Ruffles? Okay. Happy Ruffles. Should I do like a... What kind of smile you want? Like... Do you want like the... Do you want like the classic scape, like kind of tilted head, like this? And then just like scape smile. There you go. You had it right there. So should I go for Surge or upgrade around? Oh, okay. So you were asking about Surge. Honestly, Orion and Surge are both very good. If you were to swap out any mech for Surge, then probably Killshot, depending on how you use things, but also like possibly Guardian or something. Surge is going to cost like a crap load of A-coins, so if you don't think you're going to get it anytime soon, then yeah, just keep upgrading Orion, because it's a good mech. Shotgun 8s are good weapons. You could throw the shotguns onto Killshot and you might do a little bit better with it, but this is more of a fun build, and I'm all about having fun with my builds and screw Killshot, so yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I'd say the only thing that I would suggest changing is trying to get a sniper in here. This has decent range, but not only are they kind of low level, so they're not going to do like a ton of damage, they also don't have like sniper range, and sniper range is very, very useful, especially on certain maps. I can feel my stream struggling every time I like back out of somebody's hangar, and it's terrifying. Alright, I'll do Zoran real quick. I know he put his in the last time. 8282 8982 8. Oh my god. 2822. So many the same number. I can't even tell what I'm looking at. Here we go. Zaran. Nice. EM Panthers. Honestly, it's the best Panther build. It's the best EM rifle build. It's an unrivaled sniper build at this point, so definitely keep that. Arc Torrent Surge is one of the best, one of the top 2 builds in the game, so definitely keep that. Disc Launcher Stalker, I highly recommend Disc Launchers on Stalker, so yes. More Disc Launchers on Guardian. See, I don't like it, so by all means go ahead. And then the Shotgun Tengu. These are kind of low-level shotguns, but I mean, they are shotguns, so they'll probably do decent damage anyway. Yeah, continue upgrading the Disc 16. You're not really missing any key weapon or mech types. You've got some decent speed, with Surge and Tengu being your fastest, and then Panther and Stalker being not slow. You only have one slow mech, which is honestly advisable. If you have a slow mech, you probably don't want any more than one. Multiple Disc Launcher builds. You got Sniper, close range, more close range. This is honestly very solid. It's honestly a very solid Hangar. What was your question, actually? Should I switch my Tengu or Panther? Oh, that's right. You were talking about putting the Ares in. This is a really good build. You definitely don't want to swap that. You could swap your Tengu. I think that wouldn't be a terrible idea. It would put you with 2 slower mechs, but they're not like super slow, and you have pretty good speed regardless. In terms of like what weapons you'd put on, you could equip it with shotgun 8s for a while. Maybe missile rack though. Missile rack would be pretty good too. What's Graviton's base range? 100 meters. And as far as I'm aware, it has no damage fall off, so it's really good. And the legendary range implant makes it go up to 130 max meters. Yeah. Graviton beam's really, really useful. In fact, I'm in the process of working on a Graviton versus Arc Torrent comparison video. And I was probably going to upload that today, but then I was like, I kind of want to stream today because it's like a convenient time for me to stream, and I might not be able to tomorrow. So I'll probably upload it tomorrow. But yeah, not going to spoil anything. So that's where the conversation stops. I got 300,000 credits saving for Disc Launcher 8. Okay, nice. Yeah, Disc Launcher 8's definitely worthwhile. Or should I focus on Shotgun? I mean, you could just upgrade Shotgun 8, yeah. Like, at that point, if you really want to swap out one of your mechs, do Tengu. But if you don't really, if it's just like an option and you don't really care, you probably want to just keep Tengu in there. Otherwise, it's just like you're kind of causing future problems for yourself. Hold on. I saw Gecko in here. 333. I know I said that I didn't want to scroll up, but I'm going to anyway. Just for right now, because these people put theirs in the last time, and then they gotta take it away because of things. Just wondering what to do with my Ares. Okay, so that was your question. Missile rack's not bad on Ares, honestly. I think it's a solid Ares build. In terms of like missile racks though, Missile Rack 6, I'm sorry to say, was more or less a waste of your resources, because you'll immediately swap it out with Missile Rack 8s, and then you'll never use Missile Rack 6 ever again. Long Arm 8 and 10. You got your Long Arm 8 to level 7, but you definitely should be working on your 10 more. Even, like, although Long Arm 12 is, like, way better, obviously, Long Arm 10 is still no joke. And if you could duplicate that, you don't really even need Long Arm 12s. Like, you could still do very good work with that. Arc Torrent 6s on Guardian, Rocket Mortar on Killshot. Swap these. I highly, highly recommend that you swap these. When you're using Rocket Mortar, you don't even need to move. So having something that's fast is only if someone happens to see you, and then you can dash out of the way of the mortars. But if you're just like hiding the whole time, it doesn't even matter. Just use something slow. And Guardian can kind of help out with that. But it's also really, like, Arc Torrent Guardian is good, but it's very, very risky because you have to try to get close with a slow mech with no protection. And that's not always easy. It's very map dependent, it's very enemy dependent, and you're probably going to lose this mech with basically zero... You're going to get basically zero usage out of it against real players, and the real players are the ones that are actually the biggest problem. So putting them on a mech that can actually easily get close is a much better idea, I think. And then shotguns on Zephyr are just, those are good. Although Neymar is an interesting... I don't... Huh. So you're not getting any of the weapon... I highly recommend that you use the innate skill for Neymar, because it is gigantic. Like, it's larger than a legendary pilot's innate boost. And it's already, you're already losing out on 23% extra damage, which is very, very high. I would put those onto Ares for the missile racks. And then you could get an Ares that actually has decent speed. Because yeah, Zephyr's slow, but you don't really want it out in the open anyway, and you're losing out on a lot of potential damage, so I just do that. I just make that switch. I don't have any of the upper tier mechs or weapons, but I do pretty good. What do you think I need to get? Okay. Interesting question. But yeah, Gekko, that's all I had to say for you. And I should probably make sure to mention every so often that, like, of course this is just my opinion, right? When you give me your ID, you're asking for my opinion. If you use a specific build just because it's fun, then feel free to continue using that specific build. By my own standards, I would have a lot of issues with my own hangar literally all the time, because I'm never using something that's like I'm never using like an optimized hangar. So I'm talking strictly in terms of like optimization, but if you're just looking to have fun like I always am, then do whatever you want. Darth? Beams. I like beams. Beams are fun. And beams on Guardian isn't actually that bad. You could swap these. Since sniper weapons deal all of their damage like in an instant, yes, they have like a larger magazine, but like you can poke your head around the corner and then fire once or twice and then go back. Whereas for beams, you're forced to stay out and expose yourself for a while. And at that point, it does get a lot of benefit from Panther's stasis barrier, because then like you're not getting constantly punished for exposing yourself for long lengths of time. I do personally really like beams on Guardian though, so like it works. It's just not like the best. And snipers are better on Panther than they are on Guardian, so it does kind of depend on which one you prefer, snipers or beams. I prefer beams because they're fun, but part of the reason I suggest that you swap it is because, let me see, with the exception of that one stasis implant, which is not even a great implant by the way. With the exception of that one stasis implant, there's no cost to just swapping the mechs. Like, you can swap the weapons, swap the pilots. It'll do pretty much the exact same as it would the other way around. It won't cost you anything. All you gotta do is just play a couple games, see if you like it. And that's what I recommend to a lot of people. So if you come across something that you could do differently and it won't cost you anything, try it for a few matches because you might like it. You're like, who knows? In terms of what I think you need to get, I think mostly better weapons for Killshot. I know that Javelin racks are super dominant early game, but once you pass, sorry, it's a random custom match too. You're already past 12 energy. So I would not, even if you had access to rank 6 Javelin Rack 8s, I would 100% not recommend that you use Javelin Racks on Killshot anymore. You need to get better weapons for Killshot. Specifically, Disc Launcher 8s would be very good right now. They do cost, like, what, 800,000 credits or something crazy like that, but